Mama June wins the custody battle, gets temporary emergency custody. Mama June was the one who decided to let Caitlin stay with her after Anna's death. Her family felt that the latter was close to her, and it would perhaps be the best decision for the star kid. But Cardwell's ex-husband, Michael, didn't feel that it was the right thing to do and sued Shannon in the court for Caitlin's custody. However, viewers were in shock when they learned how Shannon ended up winning the battle. Recently, some reports revealed that she had gotten the temporary emergency custody of Caitlin and made some shocking revelations. Mama June manages to get Caitlin's temporary emergency custody. Anna divorced Michael in 2017 before announcing her relationship with Tony. She shared her 8-year-old daughter, Kylie, with him, who returned to him after her mother's death. But Michael seemed to be determined to take Caitlin with him, as he had already dragged Mama June to the court for her custody. Michael stated many reasons why he should get custody and not Shannon. However, the latter filed for ex parte emergency temporary custody and ended up getting in as well. Recently, a Reddit thread started and revealed that June now has temporary custody of Caitlin. As per the OP, this information came from the site peachcourt.com, where a person can view all court cases filed in Georgia by searching the names of parties. However, it's just temporary custody and not legal. This order was signed off on Friday 12/15, and there will be further hearings on the case as well. The OP revealed the documents also stated that there will be a hearing for everyone who have an interest in procuring custody of Caitlin, so they can be seen/heard at that time. The noted thread also seemed to be sure that Mama June would be the last one to get custody of Caitlin and that Michael might end up winning the battle. Mama June. Michael exposes Anna's estranged relationship with Shannon to get Caitlin's custody. Mama June didn't have a great relationship with Anna during a significant era of her life. The former was busy in her life and didn't pay much heed to her girls. The celeb often received backlash for the same, and Michael used it against Shannon in court. Michael highlighted that Shannon had a very sordid relationship with Anna, and there were times when they didn't even speak to each other. He noted, likewise, June's presence in the minor's life has been inconsistent. Anna's ex-husband also stated that he is the only person who has been a part of Caitlin's life for the longest. Michael also claims that he has been paying for Caitlin's education till now. He also has an independent relationship with her. Hence, he believes that he should be the one to get custody of the child and not Shannon. The majority of the viewers agreed that the chances of Shannon getting legal custody are really less. This is because she has a criminal past where she went behind bars. Not only this, but the matriarch didn't even get her own daughter, Honey Boo Boo's custody in the past. So these are the reasons why fans feel that Michael would be the one who will ultimately get Caitlin's custody. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for the latest Mama June tea. Mama June has been no stranger to headlines, but this latest turn in her turbulent journey has caught even her harshest critics by surprise. After months of whispered courtroom tension, emotional online exchanges, and uncertainty surrounding the care of her granddaughters, Mama June has come out on top, at least for now. The reality star has secured temporary emergency custody of her late daughter Anna Chickadee Cardwell's children, in a decision that has already sent shockwaves through her family and fans. It's a development that no one quite expected, not after everything June has been through, or put others through, over the past decade. But sometimes, even the most complicated stories take unexpected turns. And in this case, Mama June's win could represent a major reset, not only for herself, but for the two young girls caught in the middle of a family feud marked by grief, trauma, and redemption. A custody battle born in tragedy. The heartbreaking passing of Anna Cardwell in late 2023 left her two young daughters adrift in a sea of uncertainty. As fans mourned with the family, one question lingered: who would take custody of the children? For a time, it seemed obvious. Anna's younger sister, Lauren Pumpkin Shannon, had stepped up in the past when June struggled with addiction and instability. Lauren had already taken custody of June's youngest daughter, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, during the family's darkest days. To many, she was the natural choice to step in again. Behind closed doors, the family was in turmoil. Legal petitions were filed, and custody became the center of a quiet but bitter fight. The shocking courtroom twist. The ruling didn't come without resistance. Insiders say Pumpkin had been preparing to adopt Anna's daughters permanently and was caught off guard when June's legal team filed for emergency custody. June's argument rested on two major pillars: her recent efforts at rehabilitation and the desire to keep Anna's daughters close to their maternal lineage. The judge's decision to grant temporary emergency custody was not based solely on June's personal transformation, but also on allegations that Pumpkin's home, though stable, was already overcrowded and may not have the resources needed for two more children. Additionally, June emphasized that she was now married, living in a clean environment, and actively participating in therapy and recovery programs. The court reportedly saw enough merit in her plea to allow the custody shift, at least temporarily. The paperwork was filed, signed, and sealed. The children were now, for the time being, under Mama June's care. A torn family reacts behind closed doors. Though the legal win was clear, the emotional fallout was immediate. Lauren Shannon, blindsided by the court's decision, reportedly felt betrayed. She had been the rock of the family for years while June struggled through addiction, bad relationships, and financial chaos. To her, this felt like another instance of June swooping in and taking control without doing the hard work behind the scenes. Sources close to the family say the relationship between June and Pumpkin is now even more strained, with trust at an all-time low. Extended relatives have taken sides, and what was once a united front following Anna's death has now fractured under the weight of this contentious ruling. Meanwhile, fans have taken to social media, offering strong opinions on both sides. Some praise June for getting her life together and stepping up for her granddaughters. Others accuse her of using the tragedy to rewrite her public image. Is this a genuine turnaround? The real question buzzing behind the scenes is this: has Mama June truly changed? Over the past year, she's made efforts to prove she's on the right path. She's attended parenting classes, stayed sober, and maintained a low-profile lifestyle, far from the chaos that once defined her. Gone are the reality show stunts and reckless spending sprees. In their place is a woman trying to rebuild trust and prove that she can offer a stable, loving environment. But critics argue that a few months of good behavior can't erase years of instability. They point to her long absences, public meltdowns, and past prioritization of toxic relationships over her children. The temporary nature of the custody order reflects this tension. While June now has control, it's under the watchful eye of the court, and any misstep could lead to a reversal. Life under Mama June's roof. Now that the girls are living with June, the reality of what this arrangement means is starting to settle in. Gone are the bright lights and cameras of Mama June, from not to hot. In their place is a quieter home life, punctuated by therapy sessions, school routines, and court-mandated check-ins. Sources close to the situation describe the household as dramatically calmer than it was during June's past. There are chore charts, designated bedtimes, and home-cooked meals instead of fast food runs. June reportedly spends most of her time at home, focused on caregiving, recovery, and building a future for herself and the children. The girls, still reeling from the loss of their mother, are adjusting slowly. They're said to be receiving grief counseling and trauma support, which June has not only supported but actively arranged. While it's too early to tell how they feel about their new living arrangement, those close to the family say they're beginning to smile again. And that may be the most powerful evidence that change is possible. What comes next? The custody ruling is temporary. A formal custody hearing is expected in the coming months, and it's there that the real battle will play out. Pumpkin is expected to fight for full custody, arguing that the children were already bonded with her children and that she had been Anna's first choice. June will counter with proof of her progress and insist that her love for Anna's girls is genuine and deeply rooted in a desire to honor her daughter's memory.